Yo, what's good, y'all? What's good? All right, so yo, boom. Check it, right? We're gonna get into this Capricorn and Pisces video, largely requested. This is requested with the Capricorn being the man, Pisces being the woman. And this is what I'm going to do, right? So I'm going to backtracking all of the videos that I've done on me personally dating different signs. I'm going to change the titles to those videos and start something new. We're going to start something new on the channel to where I'm going to put no gender specific videos up with dating between the signs. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to break down the reason why, the difference between male and female in astrology. Because of course we know what a male and female, this is kind of a sensitive topic now, but you know what a male and a female is. You know what masculine and feminine is as far as gender specific goes, right? Now, the reason why the role of male was allocated to the man is because if you look at numerology, it's like the first. We're the first. We're the one. And if you look at astrology, the first house is the initiator. It's the cardinal action, right? The leadership role. So with that being said, as you can see in the diagram that's floating above right now, right? You can see how I got the one going inside of the zero, which is pretty much the hanky panky, right? You got the one and the zero, which goes inside of each other and it reproduces, right? Because no number is higher than the number nine. So what happens is we bring more zeros in. And I know the female is associated with the number two. That's a different story, different subject, but it's also associated with the number zero as well. So the number one is just relative to the phallus. That's why it's shaped like that. It's shaped like a phallus. If you look at DC, you look at the monuments, you look at the obelisk, if I pronounced that correctly, in Egypt and all over the different places in the world where that monument is, it represents what I'm explaining right now. The one going through the zero, which is the phallus going through the vagina to reproduce. So everybody gets hype about being millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires, and you got this amount of money and you add zeros onto these numbers, right? But no number's higher than number nine. You really got $9, so calm down. Yo, it's good to be back. Yo, what's up? Y'all peep my Pisces cup, right? My Pisces mug. That should be glowing when it get hot and all that. So anyway, that's why the one is associated with men. And think about it. We are needed to reproduce. The man is needed to reproduce because we have to shoot sperm onto the egg. It's just the bottom line, right? And the zero can be representative of the egg as well. Now, ladies, think about it. Like you could hump our leg all you want. You know what I'm saying? You won't impregnate us. You get what I'm saying? In order for us to multiply, so we can add zeros onto this universe and make it, I guess you could say, a playland of some sort, that function has to take place, which is kind of, it can get confusing when it comes to astrology and in real life. And some people don't point these social issues out in psychology and stuff like that, but you can in astrology, where it's like, here you got a feminine sign, which is Pisces. This is a good example. Pisces is a feminine sign. And then you got Capricorn, which is a feminine sign as well. And, in some of these types of dating scenarios, maybe the Capricorn may be like, if the Pisces is a man, it's just like, oh, are you waiting for me? And Pisces is going to be like, yeah, maybe not vocally, but in all actuality, yeah, because Pisces is a finishing sign and Capricorn is a beginning sign. So if the Capricorn is a female, they may be taking the initiative. They may take the leadership role and things of that nature because that's what they're assigned to. And being that they're both feminine signs, Pisces, they both going to be on some feminine energy, or utilizing that feminine energy. So I'm taking too much away from the video already, but I wanted to explain some fundamentals. And that's what this will be. It's going to be a fundamental video between Pisces and Capricorn dating. And from there on out, I think what I'll try to do, and I might have tried this before on the channel, is I'll begin updating as the seasons go by and give forecasts of how these things pertain to where the planets are. So it's like, the sun just went into Taurus just now. Mercury's in Taurus too, I believe. Mars is about to go in Taurus if it isn't there already. So, I'll just be explaining what you may be going through in the current state based upon those things. But those videos will be outdated for watchers or subscribers who come later on. Shout out to the new subscribers too as well. I appreciate y'all. Welcome aboard. You can have a ball sifting through the playlists and the different videos that are here already. And yeah, I've been taking little breaks and stuff like that. But here we go, nonetheless, right? Here we go. So let's get into it. So I got a diagram up here. This diagram is better, right, y'all? I try to do better with the diagram than I did last time. So this is a diagram basically depicting the astrological wheel from Aries to Pisces. Aries is the first house. It's that ram right there. I hope you can see it. But you can definitely see the Pisces sign, right? So you can see the sign right after that is the Aries sign. So that's where we're starting at. So being that this is the Capricorn sign and this is the Pisces sign that we're talking about, where you see the asterisks at, there's two asterisks, two red asterisks. Those symbols are going to represent where the signs are. So you see one is on top of Capricorn, the other is on top of Pisces. Let's begin with Capricorn. Because this request was so much requested for the Capricorn to be a male, let's just go with that, all right? All right, so starts at the first house. You see 5 movements away from the first house to where it says 5th at. And that 5th lands in the sign of Taurus. And the reason why I have 5 houses over is because when you count 5 houses over in astrology, you land in the house of romance and dating. It's also children, creative pursuits, speculative matters that involve investments and money and stuff like that too. Leisure time, playtime, fun time. All right. That's what the 5th house is all about. So you will see another asterisk that's on top of Pisces, which has 5 movements over as well, which lands into the sign of Cancer. And that is how Pisces like to date and have fun and think about children and, you know, get involved with speculative matters that involve money. Same 5th house characteristics resides there. It's just the results are obtained by a Pisces behaving or expressing Cancerian characteristics. All right. And when it comes to Capricorn, this Capricorn man is going to be expressing themselves through Taurus characteristics to get the result of the 5th house results. All right. Okay. That's the fundamentals of astrology. So I will be basing all of these videos based upon that logic. All right. This has been working. Like, this is something I found out. Some of this all astrologers know, of course, but this logic, this process that I've come up with, it really does work. So again, this is how you could test it, right? I'm not a Capricorn male. So Capricorn males who's watching, I got a few of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Chime in, let me know if I'm on the money about anything. And of course, Capricorn ladies, y'all could do the same because this is not gender specific anymore. We just Pisces and Capricorn dating. So for this, again, for the sake of the people who requested this video so much, Capricorn's a man right now, all right? And lady Capricorn women, y'all do what y'all need to do to switch that around for yourselves. So this Capricorn man is going to be expressing themselves speaking about money. Flat out. Taurus is a money sign. It likes to talk about it, likes to think about it, likes to plan about it, bottom line. So they'll be expressing themselves to you, talking about things that are related to money. But not only that, they'll do it in ways that is like this. And the reason why I say speak, right? The reason why they'll be vocal about this is because Taurus rules the throat. So again, the sign inside of the 5th house, once it's expressed, it brings the result to the 5th house. So they'll be talking about things about money, and it could be just regular conversations, and you might not even realize it. If you reflect right now, you can come up with some conversations. You'd be like, oh, he was talking about that. He was talking about this. He was talking about that. And it doesn't mean that they asking you how much money you got in your wallet and stuff like that. It's just things are money related. All right. Now, there's how should I say it? They'll gift you things. You understand what I'm saying? They will gift you things, and they'll do it in a way that is like, they might get you something popular. Like, let's say whatever the hottest female group is out right now in music or whatever the case may be, they might get you that they might buy you that album on iTunes or something like that, and send it to you, and send the link to you or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And you might be like, yo, you want me to dress like this? You want me to be like this girl or these girls or something like that? You know what I'm saying? And part of that might be true. Like you might get this intuitive spark in you that thinks that, and part of that might be true. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just because the fifth house is about artistic and creative pursuits. So they want to tap into the most popular of those things, whether they're really into it or not. They might just get it for you. You understand what I'm saying? And this can span from music in the arts to fashion in the arts. So they might gift you something, a nice shirt, and you might be like, whoa, go to Dolce & Gabbana or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It won't matter to them because everybody's wearing that. Micah Mary, whatever everybody's wearing right now, they'll be doing that. But they might get it on a thrifty move. And it's because when you're dating someone and you're caring for someone like this and everything, and the sign Taurus is there, it's just going to pop up like that. You're going to see sales pop up and it's going to fit your bay. And they're going to be like, oh, well, I see that on bay. I'm getting that. Like, how? 40% off? Nah, I'm snatching that right now. I'm getting that. You know what I mean? Whether they tell you or not, they don't. A lot of the times, and I could reflect on this, you know what I'm saying? They'll even tell you that they got a deal for it or whatever the case may be. So what they'll do is they'll gift you these things, right? Fashionable things that are tangible. That's the sign Taurus. Ooh, the touch of that, 5 senses. Yeah, that feels, what's that, velvet? Let me get that. Yeah, come up off of that. Let me get that. So they'll do things like this for you. Food will be involved a lot in this too. If your Capricorn man likes you and is dating you, they will be taking you out to eat to restaurants and stuff like that. Maybe even cooking, but they're probably going to want to go eat in a restaurant and stuff like that. I'm just keeping it visual with you. Taurus rules the throat. All right. So the fun aspect, this is what everyone needs to know about dating. The fun aspect is there. If it's not fun, it's not dating. Y'all are not dating. Flat out. And I'm not saying these things are not probably going to last forever. All right. If anything, they're going to have to be recreated. You know what I'm saying? To get to this level again. So what else I want to say is, well, before I get into that, there's a fixation here. So this Capricorn man is going to be fixated on you, Pisces. Like, it's going to be even type low-key obsessive about you. You understand what I'm saying? And whether you can feel it or pick up or not, you're a Pisces. You're going to pick up on it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be obsessive, possessive about you. That's the bottom line. They might go upside somebody's head or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm not promoting violence. I'm just saying with the type of shit that this Capricorn can get on if they feeling you like that. You understand? So it's like this protective shield around you, so to speak. So before I dip into the Pisces way of style of dating a Capricorn man, what I'm gonna tell you, right, is what people are doing is, when they're dating, they're also auditioning for children because it's the sign of children. And just think about this rather quickly. When you're dating someone and you're having fun with each other, you're really being kids. You're behaving like kids. Everything is fun, right? And that brings you to those days when you actually were a toddler and, you know, preteen, teenager stages, and when everything was just fun to you. There was no real cares and concerns of the world. You was just ready to run wild and run free and have a good time. So what you're doing is you're learning, you're feeling this person out for child rearing. All right. Now, this may not be, you might not be conscious of this. All right. Now you're going to be conscious of this because I'm telling you, but when you're acting these things out and when you reflect on things later, and you'll be able to pick up, so you'll be able to fact check this. Like, oh, the moon was in my fifth house. I was talking like this. I did buy my friend, I did buy her a CD, you know what I'm saying? And da-da-da-da, whatever. I took her to see this movie or whatever. Yeah, I was. But when you're in the moment, it's like the movie Inception, right? When Leonardo DiCaprio, he was like, no, how did we get here? And then all of a sudden she was like, oh shit, we're dreaming. He's like, exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you find out that you're dreaming in a dream, it's just like, oh shit. Then you start checking the astrology, like, oh, the moon is here, Mars is here, Mercury's in Taurus. And then you start being conscious of it. You know what I'm saying? But when you're in the heat of the moment, you might not know these things, you know, especially if you're not up on astrology. So as you can see, on that same Taurus sign, I got a blue line going 3 houses over into the sign of Cancer, because that's what this Capricorn guy is doing to you, Pisces woman. He is feeling you out in that Taurus expression to find out or to groom you and themselves to be candidates for the Cancerian expression in the sign of Cancer, because that's Capricorn's opposite. It wants to go over the rainbow, get the pot of gold. It wants something for family. It knows all about money. It's an industrious machine, but it wants that for the purpose of that, right? It's just like, oh, how do I get what's on the other side? That family thing. So they're prepping you, they're grooming you, they're filling you out, because 3 houses over is learning style. So whenever you're dating, remember this, you're learning the other person. You're learning how you are with them so you can gain understanding. It's also represented by the number 3 in mathematics, but that's a different topic. But I'm serious. You are learning the other individual. So you see the blue line going over to the sign of Cancer, and you'll notice they'll be talking about family things and stuff like that to you later on. And you can fact check this when like the moon goes into Cancer, or when Mars goes into Cancer, and when different planets go into Cancer. Pisces woman, you can fact check this. Capricorn man, you can fact check this and be like, oh shit, we was talking about all of that. Yeah. All right. So, now let's get to the Pisces female, right? The Pisces female is going to be expressing the dating style, Cancerian style, right? So what happens is they're going to be very giving to you, right? And it's going to be fun for them. They're going to want to give you everything. You might be questioning, like, where is this fucking money coming from? Where are these gifts coming from? What do you do? You might not ever know. The Pisces might not ever tell you, but she's just showering you, Capricorn guy, with all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? She's supportive of everything that you damn near do. You could breathe, and she's just like, that was a great breath, you know, and I want you to take breaths like those all the time. You know what I mean? It might even get smothering, all right? Might even get smothering. Again, what this is a preparation for childbearing and child grooming. Definitely when it comes to Pisces dating. And I don't know if y'all know this. Again, like I said, you might not be conscious of it until later on. Pisces really gain purpose through children. So it's like, it's a challenging place to be for them dating as well. And it's because they have to look at family life and a dating style now. So basically what I'm saying is if this Pisces woman gives this Capricorn guy a baby, then they might have to come to terms with that behavior of dating still has to apply in order for them to feel like y'all are a family. You get what I'm saying? So in other words, the 7th house, which you see the blue line going over into the sign of Virgo for Pisces, which would mean marriage and solidification of marriage and a solidified union, right? The same as I did for going to the 7th house in Cancer for Capricorn. That would shift more along the lines of being an ideal partner, more business savvy, more grounded and stuff like that. But that same attitude and that same loving, nurturing support that came from that Pisces woman with the expressions being in Cancer, you can't expect that anymore. And it's bugged out. It's bugged out because you would think that, like, if you're the Capricorn man, you would think that that's how this person is going to be once they become a mother. And it's not that way. It just doesn't happen that way. So it's weird. They will become logical. Then basically what I'm saying is when a Pisces has a child, they will start becoming logical. They will start, y'all might even break up, which will be painful for the Pisces woman. This will be painful because breakups are not easy when Cancer's in the 5th house. And, but there'll still be a representation of a parent of y'all union in the 7th house when they become logical and they become grounded. They might be alone. They might be with someone else, but they'll be more assertive and they'll be more, they'll have a more stable foundation and ability to, support that child is basically what I'm saying. So they'll be very protective of you. So again, it might come across as smothering. Like they might be like, yo, make sure you look both ways when you cross the street and da-da-da-da. Did you eat today and stuff like that? And again, they're going to be treating you like a child because that's what dating is about. It's about the 5th house. It's about being children, yo, and having fun. And again, if it's not fun, y'all not doing it. Y'all are not dating. Y'all doing something else. Y'all might be wasting each other's time, fucking each other over and stuff like that. But if it ain't fun, and this is why it could be painful for the breakup, if it's a breakup for the Pisces in the fifth house of Cancer, because the emotions are involved. So there's an emotional investment there, and Pisces is taking a gamble with their emotions. You get what I'm saying? And if they're hurt from that, they might ghost you. So that's why I put ghost over there. If a Pisces gets hurt when they're dating you because their emotions are involved, they may ghost you because they don't even really want to talk about it. They're just like, man, fuck it. Like, this shit is fucked up, man. Like, I ain't think this shit was going to happen like this, but it's basically happening. You know what I'm saying? They feel kind of like there's nothing they can do about it. So, but again, if you're looking to be in the dating realm, that's what you can expect from these two signs. Again, if it's not fun, y'all are not dating, it's something else. And these is just grooming. The more that you do this, they are learning, y'all are learning each other. 3 houses over from the 5th lands in the 7th house, which represents marriage or business union of some sort. So it doesn't necessarily have to be marriage, y'all. Y'all could really find y'all partner in like the business world or whatever the case may be too. Or it's just like I said with the Pisces example. They have the child, they land in the 7th house on the Virgo stuff, able to adapt and adjust to a lot of different situations, being able to take on more, business savvy projects and stuff like that, or things that are tangible and that are more routine or whatever the case may be. That because before that, Pisces woman, you might just be stuck in your own world doing your creative thing because you don't have children and stuff like that. I'm just saying for those that you don't, you know what I mean? But once that child comes, you're off to the races. Same thing with the Capricorn. You land in the 7th house, you're going to have that nurturing vibe. You're going to say, okay, this is what money is for. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to feel more, that's like I want to call it a goal. No, I don't want to call it a goal, but it's probably like a goal of the Capricorns, to be real with you. You know what I mean? So I hope this video helps. Again, this is the fundamentals. This is the fundamental breakdown, partially really, for every sign that is dating each other when it comes to the 5th house characteristics. Just different signs for different zodiac signs when the time comes or whatever the case may be. Remember the whole male-female aspect. It's the only reason these things are set up this way. There's challenges when feminine signs date feminine signs. I hope I explained that well. Same thing with masculine and masculine signs. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine and this is probably why there's so much hysteria behind this whole gender thing that's going on now. And it's just like, no, this thing always existed. It's just that you just got to realize you got a phallus, yo. You are the reproductive organ that has to pump the oil out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? But if you got, like, there's situations as a Pisces man, I find myself, sometimes I'm like mother hen out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I get into it like, yo, acting like Mr. Mom out this bitch. And it's just like, yo, I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you want me to do? Not be me. I can do that, like, but I'll still be being me because I'm a Pisces. I could be all 12 of you motherfuckers. What you want to do? You know what I'm saying? But in all actuality, my natural element is a feminine sign. Like, this is why I'm saying the heartbreak for Pisces is different in the 5th house, yo. Because that nurturing vibe gets to stop and all that, and it's a feminine quality. You know what I'm saying? Pisces wants to do that. So, whatever. Again, I hope this helps, and I'm going to get to doing more videos because I've been off the scene for a little while, and it's time to get back, right? All right, y'all. Take it easy.